what do you do as a living?
Well, basically, I'm a hand model. On a day-to-day level, that means going around to movie sets, TV sets, video commercials, photo shoots, and people take photos of my hands doing different things, standing in for people with less than average attractive hands, and people just use my hands to represent the human hand in the best way possible. It's a very excellent and varied career. I really enjoy it. The other month I was in the US shooting a commercial with Apple for the new Apple iPad mini. I've been over to Germany. Musical instrument advertisements are another major part of the industry. I can do piano, guitar, French horn, tuba, all sorts of things. I'm quite talented in that area, which is a real gift and keeps me in work a lot. Check out this ad. To show my rougher and more versatile side, I've also been in this beer commercial.
There's two things that define a man. His left hand and his right. Take a look at yours.
Being the star of that last commercial really struck a chord with me because of the way it harmonises with my own personal philosophy about the true beauty of hands. It's not just about having a flawless epidermal layer like me. The true beauty of the hands and why they're so important to humankind is their ability to create. And it's really what distinguishes us from animals. Look, what's the difference between a human and a butterfly, say? Both are very attractive. But really, what's the difference? It's hands. A butterfly can't make fire, it can't make a wheel, it can't build pyramids, it can't even play Xbox. But humans can do all four. That's quite incredible, and it's this ability to create and the dexterity of the hand that I like to highlight in all of my work. And really, I consider myself to be an ambassador for the beauty of the human hand. And deep down, that's why I want to be a hand model. Come on, let me come and show you around my house. This is my garden. I really like to bring friends around, and I really like to talk about it.
I'm going to let you finish, but please, first, explain the gloves to me.
The gloves, sorry, I forgot about them inside. Basically, it's a very common tool for hand models to use to protect their hands from environmental factors like the sun up here and, just generally other sharp, scratchy objects, sticks, grass, leaves, anything really that might damage my hands. I never go anywhere without wearing my gloves to protect these moneymakers.
So what would happen if you, say, forgot your gloves one day?
Well, if I forgot my gloves, wow. Well, thankfully that's never happened before, but I have been practicing just in the situation that it does happen. What I would do, simple household tasks like removing items of clothing, I've got that down to a fine art form.
Can you please then demonstrate taking off your jumper to me?
Sure, I'd love to. Just take my gloves off carefully for you. So this is what I do. See? Easy.
Your hands really do look beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you please talk me through how you keep your hands so beautiful?
Sure, that's something I really wanted to run through with you. Basically, I'd like to show you my daily hand care routine, which is based upon the 3 pillars of hand modelling that we call 3 steps to beautiful hands in the business. The first step for beautiful hands is to always trust the experts. Many products advertise with statements such as 9 out of 10 experts recommend, or 7 out of 10 people will try this product again. How do you know which one is the best? Whichever is recommended by the most experts, of course. Now, sometimes these cosmetic companies will try and be a little bit tricky and use unusual ratios to try and trick you into thinking that their product is better, like 17 out of 20 experts recommend. You might think, wow, 17 experts, that's a lot. But then when you do some sneaky subtraction, you figure out that that's much less than 9 out of 10 experts and therefore not the superior product. Don't get tricked. The second step to beautiful hands is always moisturise down the grain, not in circles. Let me show you. Here we have a common cosmetic product, some moisturiser. When you apply it, always rub it into your skin down the grain, like so. Some people make the common mistake of running around in circles, but never do this. Your hands will hate you for it. The third step to beautiful hands is ethics. While steps 1 and 2 focus on making your outside very beautiful, step 3 will make you into a truly beautiful person on the inside. And that's why us hand models never use products that are tested on animals, and you shouldn't either. Firstly, it's cruel and inhumane, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. But secondly, it doesn't provide accurate scientific data on how a product will affect your hands. That's why, between you and me, us hand models always prefer our products to be tested on small children because their fine, unblemished features reflect ours and therefore are more accurate in testing. So, thanks for letting me run through my daily hand care routine with you.
So why did you get into the business?
Well, I was really inspired by that scene in Ghost, that famous scene. You know, that interaction between the hands, the interaction between the physical and the human, and just the sculpting, all the symbolism, also the physical, like the lines, the tone, everything to do with that scene. It was just, I just found it very beautiful, and it's what made me think I really need to get into that industry.
So is there going to be a lot of work available in the film industry?
Yeah, there is for hand models because, you know, a lot of famous actors don't actually have nice hands. Take Leonardo DiCaprio, for example. I guarantee you have never seen his real hands in a movie. He uses a full-time hand stunt double all of the time because his hands actually, they're very short, stubby sausage finger type hands, and to be honest, they're not as pretty as the rest of him. Take this scene for example. No sign of his hands whatsoever. But take careful note of the cameraman's clever cutting. Wear mode. There's where the hand model slips in, and then back to Leo's beautiful face. Now, as a hand model for that kind of role, you don't get the glory, you don't get the Oscars, but then neither does he.
Well, thank you very much for your time. You have been very insightful, Mr. Angies.
Oh, no, call me Phil. Phil Angies.